let's talk chords, okay? We're gonna do this in a few different parts. This first one, I want everybody to know their major triads, okay? If you can learn your triads, which means there's 3 notes in the chord, you can figure everything else out. So right now, just major triads. We're not gonna talk any quality, but major. Let me tell you what that means. Let's go really basic here, and let's go build a triad. C, E, G. They're just thirds stacked on top of each other. Now, in your book or your teacher, you may have learned that it's a, you can look at it a few different ways. You have a major third on top of a minor third. To me, that never helped me whatsoever, okay? The other way you could look at it is a major third on top of a perfect fifth. Well, that's a little more helpful because remember, you can see the fifths of a chord really easy because the outer notes will always have the exact same accidental with one exception, and that's your B to your F, okay? So other than B to F, you can spot your perfect fifths right away, and then you just look to see if you have a minor third underneath. Okay, well that's cool too, but I'll just tell you what I like to do. I like to see it all by key signature. It's just how my brain works. If your brain likes the other way, that's awesome. But for me, I just take a look at this and I look at the bottom note. The bottom note is a C. In the key of C, there are no sharps and no flats. No sharp, no flat. No sharp, no flat. That is a major triad. It's really that simple, okay? And if I were to go up to another one, A, C, E, and I want that to be major, I just make sure every note is in the key of the bottom note. So it's A. In the key of A, I have a C sharp, and my E is, that's my perfect fifth right there, okay? And E in the key of A is just an E natural. And so that's what I do. So this right here would also be a major chord. Now we have special names for them. The note on the bottom, we call the root. And then of course we have a third and we have a fifth. Every triad is root, third, fifth. Root, third, fifth. Let's go ahead and do that dastardly B one, okay? So let's go ahead and write a B. Let's go ahead and do it right here. B, D, F. And I want to make it major. When the key of B, what flavor D do I have? I have a D sharp, and I also have an F sharp. Of course, the word is quality, not flavor, but I like to have fun, okay? And so that would be a B major chord, all right? I want everybody to memorize their major chords. If you can do that, you're just gonna win. Now, there's a couple ways that you can think of these. Now, if you're a piano player, you've already got these, and you kind of know this pattern I'm gonna talk about. But I'm gonna show everybody else who's not a piano player kind of how this works. If you have a note based off of C, based off of F, or based off of G, okay? All your accidentals are gonna be the same, okay? So C, E, G, F, A, C, and G, B, D. What would the key of C flat be? C flat, E flat, G flat. How about the key of F, how about an F sharp major chord? F sharp, A sharp, C sharp. How about, a G double flat major chord? G double flat, B double flat, D double flat, okay? So these will always have the same accidentals if it starts on C, F, and G. That's one way to memorize these. Now let's do another grouping, okay? Let's do our D, let's do our E, and let's do our A, okay? So if I were to build chords off of these 3 notes, the way these work, probably should give it more space. If you're to play them on a piano, it goes white, black, white. Okay, so obviously the outer notes are going to be the same accidental no matter what you do, okay? But then the middle note, the third, will be 1 accidental higher, okay? So that's if you're going off of D, E, or A. Sorry, I should have wrote these right here just so you see it. C, F, G, they're all the same. D, E, A, the middle one is higher. So for example, let's say you want me to write something off of D flat. Okay, great, D flat. I know that these are gonna be my thirds, okay? My outer notes are gonna be the same, and my middle note is gonna be 1 accidental higher. So since these are flats, my middle one is gonna be a natural. Let me do one off of E. Let's do an E sharp. Let's do an E sharp major chord. That's ugly, okay? My outers are going to be the same, and my middle note is going to be one accidental higher, which would be a double sharp, okay? Because that would be one accidental higher than the sharp, okay? Let's do an A double flat chord, okay? So this A flat, C, and I know my E flat's going to be a double flat. Well, my middle one's going to be one accidental higher, so that's just going to be a normal flat. These are more theoretical. You'll see this one, but you're not going to see these ones a lot, okay? But I'm just trying to show you, if you learn the pattern, it's really easy to find major chords. Now, the oddball, that's the B, okay? This one, the two notes above are going to be an accidental higher than the B, okay? So if I had a B flat chord, the D and the F, because that one's flat, these guys will just be natural. If we want to get really crazy and write a B double flat, then the ones above would just be a normal flat, and that's how you do that one. So the B is the oddball, okay? So learn your major chords. C, F, G, they're all the same. D, E, and A, the third is going to be an accidental higher than the fifths. And the B is the oddball, where the two above it are going to be one accidental higher. If you can do that, and if you can get your major chords done, you're going to be in super shape on identifying and writing all of your major chords, okay? Now, what do you do after you learn the triads? Well, now we got to learn about majors and augmenteds and diminished and things like that. Oh, by the way, one more thing I wanted to show you on here. I'm sorry, I should have started with this. I want you guys to really get good at this. A, C, E, G, B, D, F, A. Those are the thirds. You want to identify thirds really quickly. A, C, E, G, B, D, F, A. Now you want to keep going. A, C, E, G, B, D, F, A, C, E. So A, C, E, G, B, D, F, A. B, D, F, A, C, E, G, B. E, G, B, D, F, A, C, E. And so you want to get to a point where you can just run them off. So write these down, write them like that, and just practice running these off, because you're going to see these notes kind of jumbled, and you're going to see, oh, it's a C, an A, and an E. C, A, E, E, C, A, A, C, E. A, C, E is the one I know, and you know that you have an A chord. So the better you can learn this, that's going to really help you with your chords as well. All right? So there's your major chords. Now, let's go ahead to a new lesson, and let's start learning about different types of triads as well in part 2.